Welcome to our midweek. Marvin and I are going to sit down and share some of your comments. But right now, this little guy, he's ready for a swimming. We're going to go to one of the creeks nearby and go swimming. So I'm going to take you along, but just stay tuned because Marvin and I are going to sit down and read some of your comments. So, yep, right now I promised the boys after supper I would take them swimming. It's after dinner and we decided to come over for a swim. It's been pretty hot today, but it cools off pretty quick in the evening. So all the kids are here, oh, except Jerome. He went to youth. Youth gathering is every Wednesday. So, yep, it's after supper and we're just coming over here to cool off at the creek. This is the Libby Creek. I'll turn the camera around and show you some of the beautiful Libby Creek. Our dog Spud is getting really old, but I saw him huffing and puffing today, so I thought he would probably enjoy a dip in the creek. This creek. Oh yeah, Spud loves the water.
There's no nice food.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Also, there's big rocks in there.
Be careful, it's pretty swift back there.
And Spud should lay in there and take a bath.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying the cold water. Was ist du gekriegt?
Well, yeah. No, I never really had any good headphones, so I got a pair.
What? But,
Were you guys not working today or just goofing off?
Well, I was working with Cornel
what was who?
a little bit
Oh.
because they were over there too doing the decks.
Well, welcome to our homestead here in Montana. It's afternoon.
Goober says hey.
That's my sonny boy. He just got home from work.
Anybody who watches the Andy Griffith, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Gomer used to say that.
Goober.
Or Goober used to say that.
Yeah. Jerome was working all day today and he just got home. He was going to spend the night, him and his uncle were going to spend the night at the job site and just keep working. And they had their sleeping bags and they were just going to stay there and work for 2 days. But I'm glad he's home tonight. They came home tonight after all, so
Yeah.
we thought we'd come out here and read some of your amazing comments.
James Baker, are you Mennonite or Amish Mennonite background? Knew some mullets who were, and of course the yodeling connection. Have heard some great Amish yodeling. Yes, Mary and I are both Amish origin. Mary
Yep.
comes from a Swiss Amish background. I come from the older Amish background. So yeah, we sprechen sie Deutsch.
Yeah, we both grew up Amish. When I grew up, we didn't drive. When I was like,
Well, we
until
drove
I
our
was,
parents nuts.
yeah, we probably drove our parents nuts. But yeah, I have many memories of sitting in the horse and buggy with my parents sitting up front and going to and from church or going into town. I have a lot of memories like that with my siblings and
Well, we didn't quite get out here before the mosquitoes showed up. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
about the time that they come out for their nightly feast.
yeah, we noticed that some of our grass back here has a reddish hue, and so we were wondering what causes that. And
I just Googled it and it said I knew it was a deficiency of some kind, and it says it's a mineral deficiency.
yes, just
Yeah, so not sure. The last 2 springs have not been ideal for putting in grass. When we seeded it in a year ago, didn't rain for weeks. And I reseeded most of the lawn right around the house this year, and we've had a few sprinkles. We had maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch of rain last night, but not enough for any significant growth spurt in grass. So it's been, yeah, just kind of got to bite the bullet. I like green grass, and we don't have, we just don't have the water to water it. We
Yeah.
need nutrients. I mean, in all reality, if the guy was going to do it right, I could haul in about 200 yards of topsoil and start over. But
yeah, there was a comment.
haven't found the money trees yet. Yeah, we've had comments. Well, why don't you just water it? Well,
Yeah.
we water it about all we can.
Yes,
If you have a 3/4 gallon a minute with household use in a garden, that doesn't leave enough to
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
an acre lawn.
yes, we don't have that much water in our well. We've been thinking of re-drilling another well, but that costs a lot of money. So
It's 15 miles from here, quite a ways. That's always funny to me because I travel 35 minutes to work and that seems like nothing to me. Nice outing with the boys. So I asked Mary, like, 15 miles to where? It's the dam. Like, no, the dam is more like 25 to 28 miles.
I just took a wild guess.
Yeah, I've been going up there the last week and a half every day. We insulated a house up there. Going to be, the next project we do is also going to be up there, and it was about an hour and 30 minutes drive. The one that we're doing next week is probably going to be like an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Lots of road construction between here and there. It's a beautiful drive, but it's not like you can kind of sit back. It's a really curvy road going up there.
Susan Chuck, you said, I love seeing your videos pop up. You have a lovely family. Always enjoy seeing all your content. Thanks for sharing.
Phoebe, just wondering what the repurposed barrels are used for. Glad you can sell them and get more use. Most of my barrels over the last 5 years that I've been trying to sell them instead of throwing them away, they've gone from used motor oil storage. Some people have used them for scrap metal storage bins. A lot of them have gone for burn barrels. And I just started a couple of weeks, maybe about a month ago. And this is something I've been wondering for a long years. Like, there's got to be a way to get rid of them. I don't know if it's going to last, but I've gotten rid of everything I have, and that is repurposing them for flower beds, raised beds. I make two different styles. One is like just a third of a barrel up to the first ring with legs on it. And the second style is like a trough style, a barrel cut in half and then 4 legs put on it. And people have been seemingly wanting them about faster than I can make them. We do have the Kootenai auction coming up in Rexford, and I'm going to be taking a whole bunch of them up there. We'll see how they go.
Yes, and this week's video coming out this Saturday. I'm vlogging every evening our dinners. So if you want to see what we ate this week at supper time, stay tuned for the video coming out this Saturday. Yeah. Then this coming week, my goal is to show you how Marvin makes these planters out of a barrel. So if you have any barrels laying around that you don't need, you might want to turn them into flower planters.
Yeah. Social flutterfly. Social flutterby. Another channel I follow on YouTube called Cross Timbers Bison Ranch, and just wanted to share with you, those majestic animals are very intriguing to me. I'll have to check that channel out. I have not heard of that one. It is really sad what happened to the bison when the settlers came over, how they just massacred them. They went to waste. I think most of them, a lot of the hides went to use. But yeah, it's unbelievable to think of how many millions of animals were slaughtered just to get out of the way, get them out of the way for the railroad.
Mm-hmm. Nanny Pawpaw. I like your name. It was so good to see your video pop up on my YouTube. I miss your videos from down here in Lower Alabama. So that's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, if you want to comment, why don't you comment where you're from? Give us your backstory.
Barb Gibb, thanks for sharing. We love Montana. We visit Great Falls, Helena, Missoula, and the surrounding areas. We are your neighbors in the north of Alberta, Canada. We have lots of buffalo elk in our Elk Island Park near Edmonton. Great place to visit. So nice of you to share with us again. May God bless you. Hope to see you all again. Thank you so much for that comment. Yeah. Montana is pretty diverse, kind of like Idaho is too. You can't just drive in and say this is what the whole state looks like. It's very, very different from eastern Montana to western Montana. You have rolling prairies and flat farmlands, a lot in the eastern part of the state, and then you have the western part of the state, which is very rocky. So yeah, quite a diversity in the terrain. Darlene Smith, Montana looks so beautiful. In the early 1900s, some of my relatives migrated to Butte, Montana. Always enjoy your content. God bless the Mullet family. Thank you so much. Butte's a pretty nice place. It's higher in elevation. We've done a few projects over there on the roofing end of it, and both projects we would be going for it, and the first thing you know, there'd be a thundercloud that would come over the mountain, and it would come fast. And I mean, like within 20 minutes, you're getting dumped on. High elevation, just the way the mountains are, and we couldn't see them coming for a long time. All of a sudden, it would pop up over the ridge, and it'd be coming. Sometimes they go off to the side. But yeah, I've done a fair amount of work in Butte.
Do they get more rain than here, do you think?
I don't know. It's just the way the mountains are. We were not really able to see them coming. You know, a lot of times you'll see it start to get dark a long time, and then it's starting to get darker. But both times we would be working, and all of a sudden we'd look up, and there it was. You know, maybe 5, 8, 10 miles away, and it was coming.
JLS 1045. Bern, Indiana is my hometown. I went to school in both Bern and Geneva. Graduated from South Adams High School in Bern. Love the yodeling.
Rob Wills, you're better with a sponge and a dry back. I would agree. It would probably be a better option.
That was when I was cleaning out my vehicle.
Mary was determined I was going to use a pressure washer because she'd seen me do it in the truck. Well, I have vinyl floor in my truck, and she's got carpet.
Well, if you think of it, I drove those kids back and forth to school all winter. And you know, they eat out of their school lunches, and I was determined I'm going to pressure wash all that filth out of the vehicle.
You'll probably let the dog in there, you'd probably lick it up.
That carpet was dirty. I did have a person come in and deep clean it a few weeks ago, but I thought pressure washing it would be good for it.
Evelina Ware, I'm not sure if I said that right or not. My father yodeled from Germany. Braun Lounge, Hartsberg. He was amazing. His yodel bounced off the Berg Mountains. Ich liebe dich, Papa. I miss my parents.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when we grow up, we just assume our parents are always going to be there. Mary has both her parents yet. My mom passed in 2002, and my dad passed in 2020. And that's something we tell the boys, you know, we're not going to be here forever. When you're young, you just think that this is the way life is always going to be. And one day you'll wake up and they'll be gone. So, yeah, that's...
Ich liebe dich, Papa. That is so wonderful. Yes, we love our parents, don't we? They gave so much for us. They did so much. My parents did. I know not everyone has the same story, but growing up, they sacrificed so much for me and for their children. And as they get older, it's time to return the favor. This is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed this content. Give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment. We are the Mullet Family. Goodbye till next time.